Hi, this is a screencast for how to access Google Classroom. This is the first video in a short series which will look at the basics of accessing, setting up, adding resources into Google Classroom. So this first one, we are going to look at how you, from your Chrome homepage, log in to Google Classroom. Once you've opened Chrome and the homepage is here, what you might find, or what you should find, is the little grid there, the waffle, as I think it's known as, and this is where everything starts from. So if you click onto there and you're not logged in already, account should be an icon available to you. This is where you log in with your college address, and this is how you can begin to access. So click on account, then into sign in. Either location is fine to click on. And because I've logged in previously, it's an option to me. If you haven't got this, it will just be a text field into which you put your email address. That will take you through to a login page that's very familiar to us all. And again, it's just your normal college details. Once you're in there, sign in. And you'll get your welcome page. There's a lot of information on here, but you don't necessarily need it all at the moment. What you're interested in is getting onto Google Classroom and getting on with the good stuff. So again, once you're on here, back to the waffle, and what you'll see now is a whole different set of Google apps available to you. So if you scroll down in this window here, you will eventually come to the Classroom icon. Single click on that. And it loads. So this is your home screen for Classroom. Yours, if it's the first time you've used it, won't have these here. This is my Classroom and I've been using it for sort of a while, so I've got things set up in here. This is where you start everything. So at the top we have a menu. Once you have a look on this, I think all you have is classes, calendars, and to do. That's pretty much anything until you start adding classes. This is where the fun starts, the add sign. Two options appear. You can either join or create a class. We'll look at creating a class here. So first thing that you do, once you've clicked the plus sign, click on create class. And here, this is where you start providing the information. So you give your class a name, section, I'm not quite sure. Subject is there we go, just something there so you've got it. If you're lucky enough to have a set room, whack it in. And then all you do is, once you're happy with the information that you've put, you can edit this, and I'll show you how you can edit this. Click create. Takes a moment for it to do, so please just think beautiful thoughts while it's going through. And well done, you've created your first class. From here, this is where you organise and develop and communicate and set work and put work. This is your classroom. We've got the main links across the top. So stream, which is your home page. This is where, as it says here, communicate with your class. So you can just type a short, correctly spelled, hopefully, and again, with all these things, you will get used to these icons that appear all the time. So you can attach resources directly from your computer. You can import them from from Google Drive. You can link to YouTube, or you can add just a generic web link in there. So if you want to put something in, that's where you go from there. When you come to post, there are some options available to you. So post will put it up immediately. Schedule will be a really powerful thing to use once you're more confident with it, because you can set a load of things all in one go, but then you can schedule when they appear on the class. So going back to this idea of saving time and not having to remember and reducing workload, if you know what all your assessments are and when you want them to deliver, you can whack them all up, but you can schedule them at the dates you wish them to appear. Then if you're not sure, if you've run out of time, you can save it as a draft so you don't have to go through it again. But because I want to post it straight away, there you go. So this is where you can communicate with the people in your class. Settings, with the familiar, I would imagine, icon of the gears for settings. Again, this is the opening information when you created your class, so you can edit it from here. And then general stuff. Class code is the one that people will log on to if you don't want to invite them, they can go through this the other way. They can go into Classroom and they'll be asked to input a code, and that each code relates directly to a specific class. You have some access controls here, so students can only comment to what you've put. They can't put their own posts up. Or if you really want, you can just have that as your stream, as your information there. So that's done through the Settings tab, General, and Stream. Notifications, it can get quite messy, particularly at the start when you're setting up classes, because every little thing you do gets notified on the stream. So when you upload something, when you create something, it comes on that stream. So it can get a little bit messy, and useful information can get hidden. You can hide the notifications. So when you put things into your class, it won't appear on the stream. When you're happy with everything and you've made changes, always save. Don't just X out, because it will return to the default. So save, and you're back to the classroom. You're back to the stream. Classwork. This is where you begin to create your lesson, your theme, your class, your topic, your scheme of work, however you're going to use it. And you always begin with the big blue create button. You're adding things, so think of the add sign there. Click on it and you get a list. So you can just go straight into assignments and questions, and materials is the resources that you can upload. We'll look at reuse post in a later cast, I think. And topic is important here. Topic will then separate your work out. So I would suggest always begin by creating a topic. So sample 1, because I'm massively unimaginative. Give it the name and add it. So this is kind of like a main heading into which you can feed all your resources. So create. If we want to add some material, again, we can give it a name, give it a description. And fill out as much of the description as you want. This here you will forget about all the time. I do still. Topic. If you just post this now, it will go into the classwork feed. If you want to assign it to your topic, you need to click there and click sample 1. That means that this material will then go into that topic for you. So let's see if I've got anything on this Chromebook that's worth showing. So you click it. It's just like putting attachments onto an email. There we go. So PowerPoint, for example. So you go into your drive, you select it, open. You can add more files if you wish, but upload. And there it is. In there, and post. And so for your topic, you've already put some resources. Okay, so I think that will do for this first one. We've gone through, and as you can see now, I've approached the recording limit, so I will leave it there and I will see you on the next one.